Pascal Pape leading Stade out at the Jean-Bouin. He's been very kind to them this season, and that's Dimitri Skarzewski. He was a doubt for this game, actually. Slight ankle concern, but the man who's got 79 caps for France does lead his team out. Jamie Roberts behind him as well.
And of course, Skarzewski cut his teeth at Stade Français. He's an ex-player here. He knows the ground well. He knows the people at the clubs well. He knows the players well. He moved to racing in 2012. So he's changed colours. He's walked across town. So perhaps not the most popular person at Stade Français, but certainly he knows them inside out. Man who's gone the other way, of course, Gonzalo Quesada, the Stade Français coach, who spent a year last year as head coach at Racing Metro, was dumped, was told in about October, I think, that he was only going to be serving 1 year. Did a great job with Racing Metro and is now doing a terrific job with Stade Français. And I think I saw one comment about the way he's transformed this Stade Français team, which you're going to remind me of in a moment. It was a terrific piece. I'll dig it out for you later. It was a lovely comment from one of the players. A little bit of local interest.
Gonzalo Quesada has certainly got Stade Français motoring, but form in the last 5 games, as I mentioned, has tailed off. Just 1 win, a draw and 3 defeats in the last 5. That win was in the last minute here at home to Oyonnax. Referee is Jérôme Garcet. Jérôme Garcet will officiate this match. And it's Johnny Sexton of Racing who gets us underway. Jérôme Garcet blows his whistle, refereeing Stade for the first time this season. But this is the 3rd time he's taken charge of a Racing game, Mr. Garcet. Early touch for Fiol. Out to Bosman. Now this is Hugo Bonneval, the Stade Français fullback. Into the hard grounds of the spring season. And we saw 7 tries at the Stade de France last weekend as Stade somehow blew a 19-point lead. The question is, how do they respond as Arias takes the contact? The offload was ambitious. Racing will regather. Machinot spread across the back line beautifully. Mornay-Stein with the tackle. That was on Juan Martin Hernandez. Scooped up. And not the best pass. And Stade swarm in with numbers at the breakdown. It is distributed though. That's Jamie Roberts. It's Machinot. Tackle comes in. Martin Hernandez delivers again. Sexton. Little grubber through. Turns out well for Racing Metro. Good start from the visitors.
Yeah, excellent early passage of play. Actually, both sides looking at the moment to spread it wide, use their backs. There's plenty of pace out wide for both teams. But 1 or 2 errors creeping in, and maybe, well, we've seen people trying to downplay the pressure of this week. The Racing coaches both saying it's not the biggest derby in the world, and they don't have any problems, the players, popping down the local grocers. They're not being mobbed. But even so, it's still such an important game. 1 or 2 errors creeping in early on, and it's going to be important how quickly both teams settle.
Line-out ball taken by the captain, Pascal Pape. A bit of a melee in there. Very, very slow ball. Jérôme Fiol. Taken forward by Bourbon. And cleared.
Yeah, tidy work in the end from Stade Français, just soaking up this little bit of pressure. Interesting, they've gone with Mornay-Stein today. A lot of talk about Jules Plisson or Mornay-Stein, who should be in the chair for Stade Français, and I think as we're coming to the sharp end of the season, we're going to see Mornay Stein taking more and more of the control and of the pressure to dictate the way this team plays. The experience going to be absolutely vital in these last few weeks.
Dmitry Skarzewski with the line out. It's a bit of untidy. This is Benjamin Foul. Good tackle. Tackle coming in from Macomb just there. Well, this is a good start from Racing Metro. Good tackle there. It was from Paul Williams, the Samoan international. Skarzewski again. That's good work from Stade Français at the breakdown. It's turnover ball. Rabah Slimani, lovely offloads. That's Bosman, that's a bit untidy. But it's going to be a penalty. Referee was playing advantage. It's taken quickly, but too quickly.
Well, Fiol may be 36 years old, but he's got a very, very sprightly mind. And, well, the referee, Jerome Gasset, just pulling him back there, but he was almost gone, wasn't he? Skarzewski on the floor there, working hard, but in the end, Racing penalised. And a chance for Stade Français to gain a few metres.
Stade really do need to bounce back from that draw with Toulouse. They played some lovely stuff in the first half, but as we see the replacements, I'll run through them. Vigil Lacombe, Eddie Benarous, Fabrice Metz, Venceslas Loré, the French international, Mike Phillips as well, the Welsh international scrum half, Fabrice Estebanez, Juan Imhoff as well, the Argentinian winger. He's explosive. We may see him later, and Walter Desmaisons.
He'd love playing today, wouldn't he, Imhoff?
He's a wonderful player, Imhoff. I'm sure we'll see him later on. It's such a big game. Racing Metro as well. What a victory for them last weekend. 26 points to 13 at Grenoble, and not many teams win there.
That should be in a museum, really. It's got rarity value, hasn't it?
And it wasn't just it
was a good win as well, yeah.
A very good victory. This is lovely stuff from Stade Français. Pape leading by example as they edge closer to that Racing Metro try line. Mornay Stein ships it out, intercepted by Benjamin Foul.
He's going to go all the way.
The intercept try. Surely Benjamin Foul is underneath the sticks. Oh, Mornay Stein with a hospital pass, and Benjamin Foul puts Racing in front.
Well, his third try of the season. He's a good finisher, Benjamin Foul. He's one of those players who's been hovering around the fringes of the French team. He's played over the last couple of years for France without ever nailing down his position. And, well, it was a good intercept, wasn't it? It was a floated pass, a little bit casual maybe. Men out there, and it looked as though that was going to be a nailed-on Stade Français try. And Benjamin Foul, once he gets... You see Arias is struggling to keep up, and Arias is no slouch at all. Terrific finish from Foul, but he did the hard work in the first yard. Well, a good start, to say the least, for Racing Metro.
Well, that has put the cat among the pigeons. I mean, Benjamin Foul is... little national games as he's had. He's only played 6 times for France, but he scored 3 tries in those 6 caps. And he is a finisher, and he showed electric pace there. And this will be nice and easy with the conversion for Johnny Sexton back in the side today. The Ireland fly half, of course, has just won the 6 Nations. But there's the pass from Mornay Stein.
It was a pass. It was neither one thing nor the other, was it? It wasn't quite the long pass to the man in space. The easy pass would have been just as good. The short pass, just as effective. But Mornay Stein slightly overreaching himself there. Setback for Stade Français.
How do Stade respond? Of course, without their talismanic skipper Sergio Parise as well. They've got a host of injuries. Julien Dupuis, Remy Bonfils, Talafo, Missouk, Rabadan, all unavailable at present.
Yeah, interesting to see Elliot de Malmanche back on the bench. We haven't seen him at all really this season. He's suffered injuries. There's Burban. He's the Parisé lookalike. Don't get confused.
Absolutely is. Antoine Burban playing at blind side.
Oh, well played.
Very nice from Stade. Mornestein. 3 men on him. There's Fiol. To Bosman. That was Paul Williams. Now Wasea Ruidrabawalu. Ruidrabawalu's just signed a new contract. In fact, with Stade Français, he's extended his deal by 2 years to 2017. The 23-year-old. But he was just in touch there, his right foot. Right call from the touch judge.
Yeah, shame that. Just slightly overstepping. Those are the replacements for Stade Français.
Of course, Elliot de Malmanche, Michael Van Vuren, Richard Kingy as well, the Australian utility back, is back among the 23, and David Kubriashvili as well, the big Georgian, is among there also.
Yeah, interesting to see Digby Ione on the bench. We've seen a little bit of him so far in the top 14. 8 appearances so far, and well, I would have thought he would benefit from game time, but at the moment, on the bench. Plenty of talent on the bench. David Lyons as well, given a little bit of a rest today. He's been working hard the last few weeks.
Not to mention Jules Plisson is there as well. So there's plenty available among the replacements, but yeah, Digby Ioane, surprised he didn't start. He started against Toulouse last weekend. There is Gonzalo Casada. What a job he's done this season. But he's got a job on trying to lift Stade. But he did say that playoffs are still very much in their own hands after that draw with Toulouse. He seemed very, very optimistic. Comments echoed by the likes of Jonathan Dante and Jérôme Fiol this week, saying, hang on, there's no need to panic. It's very much in our own hands. We beat Racing, and well, playoffs almost a certainty.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they've got reason to be confident. They've got a good home record. You expect them to win at home now. But even so, it's easy to talk about it, isn't it? You've actually got to get out there and do it. The nerves jangle. People make mistakes when they're under pressure. And as you say, they've had injury problems. We've got Fiol at number 9, and of course Julien Dupuis has been such an influence for them in the last, well, during the course of the season. In some ways it means that Mornestein has to play at number 10 when Dupuis isn't there. Dupuis would be kicking normally. When he's not there, they prefer to have Mornestein at 10. So it slightly alters the balance of the side.
Unfortunately for Dupuis, he's got a cruciate knee ligament injury, so he is going to be out for a long, long time. So, of course, we wish him the best in his recovery. Started last week against Toulouse, but came off injured, as did Remy Bonfils with a shoulder problem. So Stade's players among the wars at the moment. But Fiol has the put in at the scrum, and it's going to be a Stade penalty. That's one for the forwards.
Yeah, it's going to be a good forward battle during the course of the day. Our viewers overseas, I'm sure, will recognise a few of those front rows. Rabah Slimani from Stade Français, the young tight end, came in. He came into the French team during the course of the Six Nations, of course. On the racing side, you've got Dimitri Zazevsky at hooker. Julien Brugno will be reasonably well known. He's a French international, played for Munster as well. And of course, Luc Ducalcon, another French international in the racing front row. He scored the only try of the game when these two sides met earlier in the season. It's going to be a good old battle, that. And as you mentioned when you were going through the replacements, there's plenty of muscle waiting there on the bench.
Well, there's muscle, but here's some speed, and it's lovely from Stade Français. But the pass just wasn't quite there, looking for the offload, and Racing will turn this over. But an example of the speed and pace that Stade have been playing with all season was there to see. But interestingly, well, the clearance there from Hernandez. Racing have scored just 23 tries all season, including fouls, touchdown in this game. Stade have scored 36. Quite a difference.
It is a big difference, isn't it?
There's Arias. Fields waiting. Racing slowing the ball down, and they might have turned this. Oh, Stade's a little bit fortunate to come away with that. This is Paul Williams. Lovely feet from the Samoan. He was looking for the offloads. But Fiol, quick ball, Mornay Stade, out to Wasea Vuidravawalu.
Looked a touch forward to me, but the referee's playing on.
Here's Slimani, lovely inside ball. It's Macomb. Fiol to Stain. Real chance here for Stade Français. Advantage. Arias goes to put it down, but the ref will come back for the penalty. You can hear what the Jean-Bouin think of that. They would say a deliberate knock-on.
Yeah, let's see what he's saying. Forward pass, was he saying? Was that an accidental offside running in front of the man? Which way is he giving it? Well, it's another great opportunity for Stade Français. They've looked sharp on the break, but pass is just going slightly astray. And there was another one from Mornay Stain there, which didn't quite find the man. That should have been wrapped up a little bit quicker than that.
A couple of real overlaps. They've now butchered Stade Français.
Sounds like a knock-on. Maxime Machinot had a pretty good Six Nations, actually, Machinot, when he came into the side ahead of Doussin. And for the moment, I suspect he has nailed down that number 9 position, but obviously Morgan Parra still lurking down at Clermont. He was ruled out through injury from the beginning of the Six Nations and then suspension from the end of the Six Nations, so no Morgan Parra this year. But I suspect you'll see him in Australia if you get to see the French team later on in the year.
Could be quite a battle that between Parra and Machinot. Some outstanding 9s. And it's going to be a free kick to Stade Français. No more than that. They'll be pleased, the forwards will be pleased at the moment, Stade. Certainly had the most territory in this game. And a couple at the scrum as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, that racing pack. It's 4 Frenchmen and 4 South Africans, with a little bit of communication between them, thanks to Bernard Leroux, who of course is South African, but is now a French international. So he apparently is the translator. He's the main fulcrum of translation. Francois van der Merwe also does his bit. 2 hookers having a talking to. But yeah, Juandré Kruger, Francois van der Merwe, both of them beginning to play extremely well. Kruger has really come through this season for racing, especially in the last few weeks in Grenoble. He was outstanding. He was calling the line-outs and did it perfectly. He's taken up real responsibility in the second row. Bernard Leroux in the back row. Of course, Jacques Cronrier, the old warhorse, former Springbok, bedding down there at number 8.
A lot of muscle in that pack. This is good from Macomb. Good tackling as well, though, from Racing. It was a great line, but great defence as well. Mornay Stain tries to step. Here's Wasea Vuidravawalu. Gets the pass away. But Racing have done very well to force Stade back here.
Great defence. They've knocked them back 10 metres, haven't they?
There's Bonival. He can make something happen, but again, he's forced back. Fierce defence from the blue half of Paris. Nice Floncart.
He held on well there, didn't he?
Macomb did extremely well there. Oh, Stain almost again. But Stade still have this. Stain. Bosman's over it. Fiel's there. Element of a forward pass there is Slimani. But the defence is good once again from Racing Metro. Stade. To Bosman. Now Bonival. Here's Wasser. Vuidrabawalu. Was he in touch?
I think that maybe a little bit disappointing for Stade Français. Bonival perhaps just ate up too much space. He didn't straighten the line. It was a good feed, but I just don't think there was enough space. We'll see on the other camera. It's going up to arbitration. You can see at the bottom of your screen, VA, video arbitrage. Try or no try. Simple as that. Oh, that's really about the touchline. And there we go.
He's in touch.
Just, yeah, no doubt about that. I think you only need to look at it once.
Wonderful covering tackle from Marc Andro, who is one of the smallest men in the top 14.
Good attacking manoeuvre though from Stade Français. They haven't been knocked off their kilter, if you like, by that break.